Hey guys, Casual Chrono here. I've been working on Storm King Ikagura, and he's been giving me a lot of trouble. I just can't seem to defeat him no matter what I do. So I am going to attempt him with a fire team featuring Minalca, Radias, Iphi. I pulled out all the stops. I have my Uquaji, I have my Tetra. So we're going to see if I can make any progress on this guy. So let's find out. One, three, two, three, one, two. Spin, 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 spin.
How's this?
Alright, after 2 rounds I'm going to hit the HP stopper and he's going to convert it back to Thunder Zone. So I'm going to try and preemptively take care of that with another Fire Stance. Though I think Aisha is going to go first, which would be a bit of a problem. So let's see if I can survive this.
Take this.
Rather surprisingly, Radius did. I actually was not even expecting that. So he cleared his buffs with the HP stopper. So let's try this. He should have a second HP stopper around 25%, which I'm getting close to. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Fire Stance again, hoping that it will work. I can't quite tell if I'm above or below. Well, that was most likely the HP stopper right there. Alright, so I am in Thunder Zone. Fire. Rip and Tear. Gonna try and decrease his power. And Overwhelm. fire resistance. Let's see. Let's see what we got on him right now. Elemental break, remaining type resistance, power down, power down. Alright. I think for this round it might be worth it to do chivalry. Rip and tear. Increase team power. And guess let's make sure the fire resistance is there. All right. Let's see if I can finish this off with the AF bar. No, so close. Oh, that's right. He has a dot. He killed himself. Wow. I was not expecting that. Alright, well, after a long time, defeated him. Alright, the party. So the logic, Minalca was going to be the main damage dealer. She had the prismatic sword and rainbow bracelet to guarantee 100% crit, and bullseye badge because I knew I wasn't going to be using the AF bar that much. As far as Grasta, she has 3 power of pains, but none of them were upgraded, so I probably could have finished them off sooner if I had added some upgrades. I honestly didn't feel like taking them out of other Grastas, putting them in, and then after this, putting it back. So that was Minalca. Aisha was primarily there for Flame Serenade, which was giving me fire stance whenever I wanted. She also buffed Minalca's fire attacks. And then with Jewel Concerto, she was reducing the resistance of the mob. And then with Internal Fantasia, when I cast it, the team's power was also increased. So it was another buff for Minalca. Oh, and Aisha had no Grasta. Iphi had Grasta that basically benefited her. Low staff, sound body with staff, and almighty gun, so nothing that helped Minalca. As far as weapons, she had a purity staff for some extra resistance and speed. She had a tempered ring and a speed badge. Radias had an unbuffed health of 9600, so whenever she cast Overpower and gave herself a barrier, she was at a lot more health. Her gear, the Illusion Speed, gives her 1000 health. Elpis Bangle gave her health, and the HP was a 2000 HP, 50% speed reduction. Her Grasta basically gave her a lot of regen, and more importantly, each Grasta gave her 300 base hit points, and each one was upgraded with 300 additional points. So 1,800 points of Grasta hit health. And then she had that for her additional Grasta. In the back row, I had Uquaji, who was healing on every turn. As far as his Grasta, he gave a little bit of resistances to people, so 15% of everything. And Izuka was in the background only as a Grasta holder. If Minalca had full health, which was rare because of the dot, she could have done 30% extra damage. When Minalca was below 80% health, which was more frequent, she did additional 40% damage. And then all sword fire users had an extra 30% damage, which Minalca's a sword fire user. So basically all the support was there to help Minalca take it down. Sidekick I used was Tetra for healing, so I was doing my best to keep this team alive as best as possible. So fire users, Grasta support in the background, and I realize not everyone has all these characters. I realize not everyone has the gear that Radias had in particular. Minalca had slightly more reasonable gear and unupgraded Grasta, so if you have her, of course, it's helpful. But so that was my team, and it was successful. It was ugly, but successful. So anyway, I'm very happy to be done with that fight. Casual Chrono, signing out. So let's just try Pain, Twin Blade, beef up power, and beef up defenses, and see what happens here on this first round. Alright, he goes pretty fast. So let's just do the usual AF bar spam and go from there. Watching the bar. We'll switch over and do Twin Blade Wolf now.
These are the calls of the beasts.
And still kills the team. Alright, let's see where we at. Defense, 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 lethal jammer. Shade is still active. Alright, there she goes. That means everyone's died once. And no one has blood contract anymore, which means if I set a shade zone again, everyone should get another revive. Oh, looks like you can't win this from attrition either.
Gone.